So first things first, I'm going to create a new event. So what I'm doing right now is just writing out a little bit of a description. And with this editor we've got right here, you can do lots of cool stuff. You can just leave it really, really basic. It's up to you. You can add images and all sorts of cool stuff, or you can keep things pretty basic. I'm just going to put in a YouTube video here, which is actually a video I did a while back with Stephen Renton, all about webinars. Just going to save that, and then what we're going to do is going to move on to the branding section. What we do is we can add a logo here, so I'm just going to do that. So we've got our logo there. I'm just going to put in details about myself. And we can even have a preview video if we want to do that. But for right now, I'm just going to proceed onwards. And here's the really cool thing, guys. We can specify how often every day, specific days, 1 day per week, certain days per week. So I'm going to say that we're going to have our webinar replays on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and then we can set our start times. And I'm going to say, I'm going to go for 7 p.m. And if we want to actually have it so that the webinar replay is always accessible, just click enable now, but we don't need to do that right now. And here we can set all the SEO stuff up for our replay, so it's getting traffic for us. Here's a really cool bit. We can now create our buy button, and we can actually just modify it here, just make it look a little bit different. We can also post in a link, so we can put in an affiliate link for whatever we choose. I'm just going to put in JVZoo. We can also display additional content, which is, delayed. So we're going to say after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, let's go for 10 minutes into the video, the buy button's going to actually display. And then what we can also do is we can set up scarcity, so we can have a timer. So I'm going to say that this is only going to be available for 12 hours. But here's the really cool thing. I'm going to say from when the user actually checks out the page. Now here's the really cool thing. If somebody comes and watches the video and they get 10 minutes in, the button pops up, but they don't buy, wouldn't it be cool if they came back and they could automatically see the buy button? Well, that's exactly what Webinar Alpha does. And here's how you actually do that. By setting up the retargeting for the registration page and the presentation page, and then also putting it on whatever buy thank you page that you have, you can figure out who's signed up, who's watched, who hasn't bought. And that's really, really powerful. Now, what's also really powerful is Webinar Alpha will also send out an automated email sequence getting as many people to view and take part in your events as possible. This means the maximum amount of sales, and everybody has an experience that is a real event for them and it has scarcity. And as you might have noticed earlier, you can turn on features like chat, Facebook chat, things like that. So you can get a real amount of interactivity and a sense of it really being live, which is incredibly powerful. So now that we've gone through all of that, I'm just going to close the event, and we can see now we've got the secret to webinars here. And we can go view our registration page and just wait for that to load up. And, my graphics perhaps aren't the best. We could do with a little more stuff here, but people can simply fill in this form here, and that's it. They're done. They're signed up. It really is that easy. And then we've got our event details page, which tells us, the event isn't quite ready yet. So we can come back to that. And we've got our actual presentation page.
So, hi everyone, my name's Steve Bang.
And we've got the Facebook chat thing going on here. We've got Facebook comments, should I say. We can also